Hey everybody, it's Rebecca from R&R today, and we're going to have some fun and take some honey off of our new Primal Hives. We know this box is full, so let's have some fun finding some honey. So it's a beautiful day here in South Carolina. Sun's out, the foragers are out doing their thing, and we're going to take some honey. I got a smoker here going. A little bit of smoke is all we need. And let's check out the honey. All right, so we are using a deep frame box. So we have regular length straw frames up here, and then of course we have the Primal Bee nest frames down here in our big brood nest. And so we're just gonna pop the cover here a little bit. Little bees checking out. And we're gonna take a look, and we're gonna check out the frames and to make sure that we're looking pretty capped. Scratches, it's stuck in there. All right, we are looking pretty darn capped. Hello girls, how are you doing? And how beautiful is that? So I'm looking at the frames down on in, and I'm looking like we're pretty well covered, at least 90% on all the combs in these frames. They've been working on it, they've been thinking about it, and they've been working on it throughout the spring honey flow. So we're gonna give them, we're gonna just take the box and give them another box to work on. So having a tool to help you lift things around the bee yard and to get to your honey house is going to be key, because these boxes can get pretty heavy, but it means the girls have worked hard for you. Sometimes the bees like to hang out on your frames, so little flicks of your brush doesn't hurt the bees, just helps scoop them away so that you can bring your frames inside with less bugs on the inside of your house or your honey house or your honey kitchen, wherever you're doing your honey work. Okay. All right, so we've gotten the bees off our super frames. They're right here. We're feeling good. We're back in the air conditioning, which is incredible. So now we're going to work on our honey. And the first thing we want to check on is what our moisture content is. We're looking for 18.6. So let's give this a try. And before we extract too far, let's see what we got going on here. Got some sticky bees. All right. So I have my refractometer, and I'm just gonna squeeze some honey out. There's some, we don't need much to test. And put it on my refractometer. And we'll close it up and we'll check our level. We're just a hair over 18.6, so that's not too bad. True. All right, so now let's take some wax off. Our honey is over 90% capped. We're looking really good on that. And I have for options here to take the cappings off, a hot knife and a scratching comb here that we've been using. This way I can get the little pieces that we need to move. But let's get this straightened out here. Turn it this way.
The other side, we'll do straight up.
And you could also use an uncapping roller if you aren't as interested in keeping all the wax bits. Works pretty quick. Today we're going to be using our small extractor because we're only doing the Primal Hive today and not any of our other bee yards. So this is a hand crank. So we're gonna give it a whirl and work on collecting some honey. We did our first round of frames, and now we're switching out the new frames, and we're gonna put just enough frames in here to balance out our extractor. We did our first round of frames, and now we're doing our second round of frames. Keep the fun going. We always make sure our extractor is fully filled, so that way it's as balanced as we can be. It'll save a lot of heartache later on. So we have our gated honey bucket with a filter, and this is our extractor, And this is one of the best parts, is opening up the gate and watch the honey flow out. This filter will get all the wax bits and bobs going. And can't wait to see all our beautiful honey here in a little bit. Our honey cappings tend to get quite a bit of honey in them. So now we're going to take a moment and drain those out into our filter, into our bucket, and top off the bucket. So we're doing good here. Welcome back. Our honey has been setting in our canister here, our bucket here, for a few days. So the bubbles have started to risen to the top, any that can be. So we're doing pretty good on the bubbles going on. And so now it's time to bottle. So I have my sanitized jar here, gonna unwrap. And this is one of my favorite parts, is slowly open the gate and watch that golden goodness just come on into the jar. Absolutely gorgeous. This is what all that hard work is about. Gonna get it close to the edge, slow it down a little bit. Absolutely beautiful. Tighten. Oop, get honey everywhere. All right, and then a lid ready to go. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and follow us. We look forward to seeing you again soon.